I
Mhm.
mean, we've got a couple cocktails here, but they're nothing that you couldn't buy a few ingredients and mix at home, you know.
Mhm.
But if I look at some of the other cocktail bars, again, I'm literally Googling the ingredients, and once I Google it, once I understand what it is, I don't even know where to get it, you know.
Mhm.
Or that ingredient I would have to make overnight, with
Yeah.
vinegar and essence of it's like making a Coca-Cola syrup, there's gonna be yeah, so
Cliff,
well,
along those lines, let me share this with you because this was really interesting. I had a guy on my podcast named H. Joseph Ehrman. He owns a bar called Elixir in San Francisco, and he was big in the kind of craft cocktail movement.
yeah,
Worked with a bunch of different brands, did
yeah,
a bunch when that came out. Was the guy one of those guys out there, 2000, 2009, 2010, pushing fresh juice, all of that stuff.
right, right,
He now owns a packaged mixer juice company
okay,
where they make juice.
yeah,
And I said, "Okay," when he's on the podcast, I go, "Okay, this doesn't really make sense to me, man. You've been like this guy that was pushing,
yeah,
squeeze all your own stuff, do all this, and now you're saying, 'No, just buy it in a bottle,' and
yeah,
you're selling it. So what changed?" And what was interesting was as we got into it, when you get into all those high-end ingredients,
yeah,
you have huge perishability issues,
yeah,
but most importantly, you have fluctuating quality issues.
yeah,
Right? Because limes are better one time of year than another time of year. So when you go through that whole process of making everything, you actually have an inconsistent product
yeah,
compared to just buying a really high quality juice in a bottle.
right,
Yeah.
And by the time, especially because he's in San Francisco, right? His labor in the last decade has gone through the roof.
yeah,
So to be able to just do the juices and make all those tinctures and things that have to wait overnight,
yeah,
for him, even though he's running still a high-end cocktail bar,
right,
it's become easier, cheaper, and a better guest experience to just buy stuff rather than make it.
yeah. No, I think that's a great story, and I think a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants understand that. I was in Hilton Head, and I might have told the story before. I was in Hilton Head, and I was standing in line for a fried fish joint. And then I stayed a little longer outside, and the owner came by wiping the table. And I started talking to him. It was his third career. It's like 65-year-old guy or 7-year-old guy. And I said, the coleslaw is fantastic. How'd you make it? So he tells me all about coleslaw. And I said, so where do you get your fish? He goes, it's all frozen. And he goes, I was having such consistency issues that I had to, but no one knew and no one cared. So the line was still the line. The fried fish was still fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot said for that. I mean, are you going to use sweet and sour, or are you going to use bottled fresh lime juice, or are you going to squeeze your own limes?